Hi there, welcome to LAX Airport, and today we're off to New York on American business class on one of their A321 transcons with lie flat beds. Do you want to see what it's like? So here we are then in the American Airlines lounge here at LAX Terminal 4. Decent view of the apron. It's a bit dark at the minute. But there we go. So we've managed to get into the flagship lounge. Now there is the Admiral's Club lounge, but we didn't go in there. We're in the flagship one. So let's have a little look around. We've got a chef's table. Does not open until 7. But actually the food offering is pretty good. Plenty of hot dishes there. Nice juice. Bit of sushi. Who doesn't love sushi? Pastries. Yeah, it's actually a pretty decent range. I mean, it's a bit early for me, but there's a good few bottles of beer there. Quite a big range. Coffee and what have you. Seating all the way across here. The usual gates and what have you. Gate information. Now, I think if you've seen any of my trip reports, which include American Airlines lounges, I'm normally pretty scathing. But actually, I think I'm very pleased to say I found one that's very nice. So yeah, here we are. I've got a nice little seat sorted out here. More drink stations. One of these machines that give you loads and loads of different flavours. Coffees. Obviously it's nice and quiet here today because it's so early in the morning. But yeah, there's the TV lounge. Bit more seating. Champagne bar. And that's where you get in. Restrooms and showers through there. So yeah, actually, I'm not sure whether that's because we're in the flagship lounge compared to the other one, but yeah, I think this one is very nice too. So that makes a pleasant change, doesn't it? Well done. Hi there, a little bit of background then on this Airbus A321 transcon, which is an American Airlines specific sort of sub-fleet that they've got. It's unusual because it's a narrow body and it's got lie flat beds. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what this is like today. There is first, business and economy on board, I believe. So yeah, we're in the sort of middle tier. And this is the latest in a long trip that we're in the middle of, but we're now finally wending our way back to the UK. So yeah, I'm looking forward to today's flight. The only slight problem is it's very, very early in the morning. So yes, if I sound a bit gravelly, that's the reason. See you later. Time for a seat tour then, I think, on this somewhat unusual Airbus A321T. So here we are, we're in the seat. It's I guess a fairly typical business class seat in terms of its space. So obviously a good amount of leg room there. You've got sort of a shelf where your feet go. Also in there you've got the Amenity kit and the headphones. Now the headphones were actually located in that shelf there, but I've put all my personal devices in there. We've then got the screen. I mean, it tells you all you need to know when there's a little credit card slot there. I mean, it's pretty decent size and the resolution's not bad, but obviously this cabin fit out is getting up there now in terms of age. I guess one of the challenges with fitting a 2x2 lie flat seats in a narrow single aisle aeroplane like this is that I'm going to have to climb across my neighbour's feet if they do go into bed mode. But then again, that's not the end of the world, I guess. This is a fairly small domestic flight. Moving around then, we've got the blanket there and pillow. Keep going round, keep going round. Thank you, that's alright. We've got the AC power back there and a few headphone jack sockets and a USB-A. There's also some water, and that's where the Amenity kit was located when I first arrived. Looking up top, yes, we have lights and we have nozzles, which is great. Whilst we've been looking at that, I've had the table put out for me. Here it is. Bit of an engineering feat, this thing, because it folds out from the side down there, which is quite impressive. Keep moving around. You've got the seat controls here, so fairly self-explanatory. Down the bottom down here, you've got the remote control for the screen, and keep going back and you've got some information about the plane. Not much back there, to be honest. So there we have it. That's the seat tool. Let's see what else we can find, shall we? Shall we take a look at the menu on board? So, obviously this is a very early morning departure. 6:10 we're going to be leaving LA, so it's breakfast. The good thing about American Airlines is you can pre-order in advance what you want. So out of a choice of American breakfast, European cold breakfast, mushroom leek and asparagus frittata, or steel cut oatmeal, I went for the European cold breakfast, which is prosciutto, smoked turkey breast, egg, brie, gouda. So that sounds okay. And then a cheese plate for dessert. Then there'll be a cookie or something before we arrive. And yeah, list of beverages and the wine list. It's a bit early for me. I'll let you know what it's like when it arrives. I'm not expecting much. I ate in the lounge. So, breakfast has arrived. And if I sound slightly surprised, it's because I am. Look at that. Doesn't that look a picture? So, as I pre-ordered that, I shouldn't be surprised, I suppose, but there we go. So yeah, nuts, cheeses, meats, fig, apricot, egg, turkey, tomatoes. Look at the cutest little salt and pepper kits. How cute are they? Lovely looking fruit. The biggest strawberries I've seen in a long time. Look at the size of them. Bit of jam, butter. I'm guessing there's going to be some Danishes or something coming later. Those are little biscotti things that arrived first off, and my orange juice. Looks good, doesn't it? Give it a try. Well, we'll take a quick look at this moving map then, shall we? So this is a failed system. It's getting on a bit now. It's getting a few years old. So the graphics aren't quite what they once were. So they're not cutting edge, but nevertheless, gives you some information about how we're getting on. It sort of scrolls through the usual things you might want to know. We're doing 552 miles an hour apparently, and as you can see, we're not that long out of Los Angeles. So yeah, we're just getting up to cruising altitude now, 34,000 feet. We've got just over 4 hours to run, so it's going to be quite a relatively short flight, this one. I think the jet stream is helping us out. But yeah, moving map. There you go. What more do you want to know, really? Right then, time to have a little look at this here Amenity kit, I think. Here's the offending item. Not offending, really. It's quite good. American Airlines, it's traditional blue. Now, I have had a look at this already, so don't be surprised when I take out the dental kit and it's open. So yeah, dental kit, toothpaste, toothbrush. It's pretty funky, isn't it? Quite like that. Hand and body lotion, always helpful. Lip balm. Presume it's not that colour when it comes out. Earplugs, useful on a night flight, but as I'm not going to be sleeping on here, I don't think I'll be bothering with that. What else have we got? We've got Socks. Cheap. Polyester. Nothing special if we're being honest. Feel a bit scratchy. Eye mask. It's got the American Airlines logo on it. That's about the best thing you can say about it. It's not especially comfortable, it's not especially soft. You'd use it in the emergency, but maybe not. What else have we got? Bit of information about the suppliers of the materials for the Amenity kit. Nothing else. There you go. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Let's see what else we can find, shall we? Time to have a quick look at the entertainment on board, I think. So let's see what we've got here, shall we? We've already had a look at the moving map, so let's not bother with that. Movies, obviously. Let's have a look. All movies. See how many. Can we see how many we've got? I'll do on that. Blimey. Yeah. Looks like there's a couple of hundred different movies on there. All manner of things. Easy, I think I've seen them before. Right, what else? TV. True crime. Oh, goodness. Not sure how this is true crime, is it? There we go. Right, what else can I see? Games. Interesting. There's quite a lot of choice on there, and music. All audio. What I did notice is that they've got a tie-in with Apple Music, so you can access Apple Music from 35,000 feet, which is good fun. Wow. Lots of stuff to pick from there. Yeah. This combined with the very good headphones means an easy way to spend a few hours. So even though it's beautiful outside, with lovely views and bright sunshine, just for you guys, I'm going to try out the bed. So it's all a bit tight here, if we're being honest. There's plenty of room lengthways, but there's not that much sort of room in the side. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go into full bed mode and see what happens. Now, I reckon this is going to be a bit tight. Because I'm about 3/4 reclined there, and my feet are already touching the bulkhead at the front. So let's see how much room I've got at the back. Okay. So it's not too bad. There's I'm 6'3" and I can't lay out fully. I could probably get a few hours rest, but there's not a lot of room. You know, my shoulders are literally touching at both sides, and yeah, I don't have enough room to fully lay out flat. So there's not a massive amount of space. You could definitely get some sleep, but you wouldn't want to be on here for 9-10 hour flight or anything like that. But that said, we are on a domestic flight, so what are you looking for, really? Yeah, pretty good. As it happens, I'm not tired, so I won't bother sleeping. See you later. Okay, so about 40 minutes left to run, and yeah, what have we done? Well, we've watched a couple of movies. We had our breakfast. We had some cheese for dessert, which I didn't bother with. But as I say, 40 minutes left to run, and what has arrived? Not the champagne. Look at that, freshly baked chocolate chip cookie. Very nice too. Yeah, we'll have a bit of that. Why not? Should we try it? Go on then. Very nice. Very sweet. Very good. See you later. Okay then, a few minutes landing now, so it's probably time to summarise this flight. The hard product, the actual seat, the actual screen itself, it's getting a bit tired now. I'm not sure how well you can pick up that, but there's scuffs on it, there's marks on it, it's getting a bit beaten up. My seat partner had to get her screen refreshed 3 times, I think it was, during the flight in 5 hours, so that wasn't great. They're going to have to do something with this sort of sub-fleet. I'm not quite sure what the answer is. I can't personally believe they're going to stick with their 3-class config on an Airbus A321, but there we go, who knows. But generally speaking, I thought it was pretty good actually. The bed was nice. It wasn't massive, but it's only a 5-hour trip over. The screen, yeah, it was okay. I think actually the streaming service was probably as good, if not better, than the sort of entertainment screen there. So if you had your own iPad, and yeah, certainly that was an option. It also meant that you could use your own headphones if you wanted to go that route as well. So maybe that's the future. Maybe they will be getting rid of these in their entirety. But the crew were very good. They did disappear for about an hour in the middle. They were responsive if you pressed your call bell, but they weren't always sort of there. So I guess that was slightly disappointing. But when you did interact with them, they were very positive and your typical American crew, really. Very, very professional. So yeah, they were good. Not long now, and we'll be landing into JFK Terminal 8, and we're ready to start our next adventure. I think that's about it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Bye.